I think across all the presentations, if I was to summarise them, I'd summarise them this way. I think the first of those is that we need to have a clear vision and agenda for action. There was a clear theme from what people were saying that we need to move on, we need to address equity, and we need to have a clear vision and agenda for action. And that action needs to be framed in what's important in this country, in particular Te Tiriti. The second thing is that we need to respond to the evidence and change practice. We have a lot of evidence now which is showing us where inequity exists. We need to take that evidence and do something about it. Thirdly, we need to embrace different ways of doing things, make them sustainable, and to forge relationships. It's really important that we are able to look and work on things that are different ways of doing things. That a lot of what we're doing in equity is about challenging the status quo and finding different ways to respond better to the needs and the diverse needs and different needs of our community. The last two, we need to recognise and address stigma, prejudice, bias and racism. And we need to address those things honestly and openly and directly. And lastly, as a summary for all of those things, we need to learn and we need to change.
I think one of the things I heard come up a number of times was that it takes courage to address these things because it requires getting a bit uncomfortable first in order to address them. How do you think we're doing it, getting comfortable with being uncomfortable? Because we have had some uncomfortable conversations during the conference.
Yes, I think we have. And I think there's a real willingness to have those uncomfortable conversations. They are not easy conversations. There's no easy way to have a discussion about prejudice. There's no easy way to have a discussion about racism or bias or stigma. But what we all know, and certainly as I saw people coming into the sessions, we all agree, is we have to do something about that. And as leaders, we have a responsibility to not only to talk about those things, but to be the champions of that change. We are leaders in our professional lives, we are leaders in the community, we are people who others listen to. We have an obligation because we know that inequity exists, we know what needs to be done, and we need to be the champions of that change.
You're right, we do know, and it came up in your session several times that we have known for some decades that this was an issue. Do you feel like there is more of an impetus for change now than there has been before?
Yes, I think so. I think there's a strong focus at the moment on wellbeing. There's a strong focus led by the Prime Minister, no less, to address, to have a national level discussion and international discussion about racism and prejudice. I think there's a real willingness to be re-looking and re-enthusing our partnerships, not only our partnerships with Māori, but our partnerships across the sector. So my view is that in the current environment, there is a lot of support for us to challenge and to pick up and to address these significant issues and challenging issues.